The reality of numbers there is what you're looking at now. Prior to that, number 18 is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 all the way up to the 18. Also, it would not show all of that. That's all the screenshot would capture. But as you can see, when you get to the number 36 and the reality of numbers, that is 666. Because even to have a number 2, you have a number 1 before it, okay? 1 and a 2 is 3. 2 is 3. And 3 would be the reality is there's a 1 and 2 prior, so 3 is 6. When you continually add what is really existing in reality, when you see these numbers, you'll see why they use certain numbers. That's not the only number that they use to create 666, but this is the reality of it in many factors. That's why you'll see a 36, a 93, or a 63, whatever, okay? Because a 6 and a 9 are the exact same geometric shape. Keep in mind, a key to a door is a geometric shape. And once you have all of this energy for certain numbers, it literally unlocks things, all right? Hold on, buddy. So you have to keep in mind that this is reality, okay? Now, you also have to keep in mind that these numbers that we use now were not in place all that long ago. And they definitely weren't how they wrote when Jesus was walking around. They had other ways to accomplish this, but being this is literally the end days, obviously, this is how they gather energy and unlock things. They need us to unlock them. That's the problem, okay? That's why you have really stupid news reports of, like there's always 36 million or 3,300 or just always a number set that is relevant per each occasion that they need to unlock something. And the masses give them that energy. A perfect example of this is Kennedy. What was he, our 35th president? There's a reality there also that people do not realize. Once he was allegedly taken out, and of course from the 6th floor, right? Excuse me. My throat's a little bit irritated this morning from the change in weather over here continually. So he was our 35th president, but the word president, you have to understand the reality of some words also. Each president comes through and holds that same title, okay? So as soon as one is replaced, it's still the same president. They don't have another one come in and say, oh, hello, Mr. President. It's always singular notation. They are one holding one title. So when Kennedy had the alleged happening upon him, which was obviously completely fake, he was instantly replaced by the number 36. Why is that a big deal? Well, part of the big deal is what you're looking at right there, okay? Now, the thing is, the world marveled, and what? The mortal wound to the head was healed instantly. Okay? Well, it was healed instantly. You have to understand these things are not topical, okay? These are very deep. Hold on, buddy. I'll take you out in just a minute. Really wanting out. Just a minute. So back to this mortal wound that was healed. See, instantly it was healed. You had a new president. That's how this works. That's just how it's always been done. And if you go back from there into any kings, queens, or anyone that's been taken out, you will always find there was a 36 that took over. If you really do some diligent research. Sometimes when you look into this, you'll find that they will hide a few people. But the fact is, they always do this. Okay, the mortal wound and the head wound thing has been going on for quite some time. They've already done the marveling. Now, when you get to the 47th president, and you add, as I'm showing you right there, including their extra terms they had in, you will also have 666 for your 47th president. This is just how it's done. Lincoln, it doesn't matter who you research, you will end up getting the same number values. But this video was because someone asked me, why the number 36 and 39 all the time? This is why. Because the 6 and the 9 are the exact same thing. It's an as above, mirror, mirror on the wall garbage. I think I've said it like this before, but if I gave you a key to something and I handed it to you, and that key was in the shape of a 6 when it went in the door, as I'm handing it to you, it's going to look like a 9, okay? That's why that was put in place. To give that mirror, mirror on the wall effect, and also to take everyone off the trail. And it has worked. And yes, 6 and 9, as above, so below is 15, and 15 is 1, and 5 is 6. This world needs to rebuke numbers 1 through 10. They are not our numbers. Those are the letters of Satan. That's why it's Satan. I know it's extremely hard not to use these numbers because it's even within the word. Okay? Now, we were told that anyone that tampers with the word at all and changes anything, woe unto them, right? Well, obviously, that's been done in many manners. 1 through 10, as written now, is not how it was written before. See, it's not that there is a problem with a certain number of things. If I gave you 10 plates of food and you were hungry, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with the number. It's the fact that what they gave us now are not numbers, but literally his name. I often mention this too, and I don't know how many of you have checked this out, but it's very clear in Johnny Depp and Marilyn Manson's video, music video. And it's a horrible music video. It's very gory and satanic and all of that. You don't really need to watch it necessarily. But look at the title of the song. It's called You Say God, We Say 10, S-A-Y 10.